Well, Laredo residents still have time to submit comments to state and federal environmental agencies in regards to a commercial sterilizing plant in town called Midwest Sterilization. It was only 9 months ago that the Environmental Protection Agency visited Laredo, alerting people of the problem and what the plans are for the future. Efforts like air monitoring was mentioned, something that's been funded by multiple entities in Laredo and Webb County. But is there more to come? Well, KGNS News anchor Brenda Camacho, who originally broke the story, shares the very latest and speaks to those fighting for change. It's a KGNS On Your Side story. Brenda.
The KGNS On Your Side team has been following the story of a commercial sterilizing facility in town that emits a hazardous air pollutant called ethylene oxide. Currently, the Environmental Protection Agency is accepting public comments in regards to proposal to reduce ethylene oxide emissions from commercial sterilizers like the one in town called Midwest Sterilization. And the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality is accepting comments in regards to Midwest's proposed air quality permit renewal. As these processes continue, many people are waiting for change, especially those who say they've been impacted the most by the emissions. We warn you, some of the following images may be disturbing to some viewers.
I don't want people to end up like me or worse, and there's people worse than me. I don't want them to give up. I don't want them to stay silent anymore. I want them to fight. If I'm fighting, I hope they do too. Because it was a great injustice they did to us.
26-year-old Rogelio Martinez, who was once a longtime Mines Road resident, had a brain tumor removed last November. Growing up, Martinez recalls suffering from different health issues like intense migraines, extreme eye irritation, nosebleeds, and asthma. By high school, Martinez started having seizures, and when he got his master's degree, everything changed.
My hands right now are cold. Yeah, there, you can see them. They're a little bit blue. Cyanosis. When I had the tumor, it caused sensitization. This is ethylene oxide contact dermatitis. And it irritates in the sun. See, this is the scar they left me after with the craniotomy. It's psychologically damaging every day to feel the plate and the two screws that I can feel. It knocks the wind out of me, takes the legs out from under me.
After hearing about a commercial sterilizing plant off of Mines Road that emits ethylene oxide into the air, Martinez felt like everything he'd gone through suddenly made sense, because he believes his symptoms are a direct cause of the air pollutant and why so many others living off of mines are getting sick.
How psychologically damaging it is, and emotionally, to go back to your neighborhood and see all your neighbors sick or have loved ones passed, sisters and husbands and children.
Martinez will be fighting for change in the Laredo community like so many others, including the Clean Air Laredo Coalition, who recently traveled with the delegation to Washington, D.C.
Pushing for, the strongest role that EPA can give us with the commercial sterilizers role.
Sheila Serna, a member of the coalition and climate science and policy director for the Rio Grande International Study Center, says they're asking for a number of things from the federal agency to include in their proposed rule, like regulating off-site warehouses, which Serna says are facilities that sterilized products go to.
There's still ethylene oxide emissions left over on that product. And there was a study done in Georgia on one of these off-site warehouses that found that, these sterilized products were off-gassing, and it was around 5,000 pounds a year that this off-site warehouse was emitting. And so that's basically creating another hot spot for ethylene oxide emissions.
When it comes to air monitoring, Serna says they have a plan together that has been submitted to the EPA and is pending their assistance. The comment period for the EPA lasts until June 27th, and according to Serna, the comment period for the TCEQ will be dependent on the scheduled visit. For this KGNS On Your Side story, I'm Brenda Camacho.
Thank you so much, Brenda. Now, we reached out to the EPA about the air monitoring projects, and a representative with the agency says there are 2 projects that are currently in the works, the agencies and the coalitions. Now, the EPA has collaborated with the coalition by providing technical information on exactly how to ensure that high-quality data is collected. However, they do point out that the coalition can move forward at any time with or without the EPA's advice. Now, according to the coalition, they'll continue to ask for advice from the agency just to ensure that their data is up to standard. Very important there. Now, as for Midwest, they still maintain that they are exceeding all regulatory requirements.